Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dax, and today we're going to be talking about Aizawa. He finally dropped in My Hero Ultra Rumble, and there are a few things I dislike and some things I do like, but mostly dislikes. Let's talk about it, and I'll see y'all in there. And as y'all can see from this footage, one of the biggest things I dislike is the gotcha. Go ahead and talk about Shota Aizawa, HP 300. He is a technical type hero, which gives your entire team reload speed up, and his special action is Erasure, which stares down an opponent to block their quirk skill. Now, his quirks are Alpha, Binding Cloth Capture. Sends a Binding Cloth to restrain the opponent. After binding an opponent and push the button again, draw them in. Send out the Binding Cloth while in the air to land a drop kick where the cloth hits. His Beta, Powerhouse Kick Barrage, a dash attack with a series of kicks in a straight line. Great move. Probably his best move. And then Binding Cloth Serpent, his Gamma ability, is an area attack that manipulates countless binding cloths like whips. Alright, let's talk about this guy. Alright, first off, his special action. It's either bugged or terrible. First off, if they're in the middle of using it, you can't use Erasure, doesn't do anything for them. If they're in the middle of using their quirk, it doesn't stop them from using it. They can finish off that and then they get hit. If they're in the invulnerability phase, they can't get hit by Erasure. If they're in plus ultra, that little plus ultra moment when you hit it and you're powering up, you can't be Erasured either. And they can plus ultra through Erasure, just for the record. So Erasure is pretty rough, as well as the fact that it also doesn't last very long whatsoever. Now let's talk about his quirk skills. His Alpha ability is probably the buggiest I've ever seen anything in a video game upon drop, and it's not even close. And that's having played Cyberpunk. Alpha ability is so badly bugged, it doesn't work half the time when you're trying to hit the binding claw somewhere and go somewhere. It's horrific. It is terrible. His beta ability, Powerhouse Kick Barrage, fantastic move. Level it up first every time, even if they fix Alpha at some point. Always level up that beta ability. It's great for damage, great for mobility. It's better than his Alpha quirk at mobility, and that's saying a lot. Not to mention, when you use his Alpha quirk to actually be mobile, you hit the wall at a bounce and it bounces you off, and then you can't climb. It's pretty rough. And then his Gamma ability is Binding Cloth Serpent. Great move as well. Level it up second 100% of the time. If you want to level them up at the same time, that's cool too. Does a great amount of damage, does what it's supposed to. His Alpha ability is just so badly bugged, it's not even fun. Hard to win with him, and it's just not fun. But I'm gonna show you a few quick games here. We can only play him through our free tickets, because we weren't able to pull him because for some reason they're locking new characters behind a paywall, which I completely disagree with. Only skins should be behind a paywall in a battle royale. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down below. Let's get into these few quick games. Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dax, and here we are with some quick Aizawa games. I do want to state first and foremost, for disclaimer, I am not the best My Hero Ultra Rumble character. This is my first time playing Aizawa. This is game number 1, first time ever playing him. So just know I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best, but I have fun playing the game. I have fun making content, and I know math, so I know what's good and what's bad in most cases. But here we are, we're landing here at the fun amusement park area, as I'm going to call it. I see somebody pushing up there. I'm going to go and finish that chest off and then run up there, cut that, because I think they end up pushing him off, as well as our Ida ends up getting downed here, which unfortunately does suck. But our Alpha ability did work there, so that was fantastic. I believe it does work here again, which is even better, because that means now we have the Alpha ability working twice. Unfortunately, Bakugo pushes there. We use the Alpha ability that time, and it failed on us. Luckily, Bakugo does go ahead and fall down to the ground there. I'm using my special action here, and I quickly realize it's not doing anything whatsoever, as I don't have a line of sight on him. That's on me. And I do, of course, the cringiest thing in the game, and that is, of course, come still a kill, because why not? Go ahead and get my first kill on Aizawa, even though I didn't deserve it. I think I did 0 damage to Bakugo. That's absolutely fine. So I thought I was grabbing the railing here. Apparently not. And this Bakugo, another team's Bakugo, decides to push me in like I owe him lunch money or something. I don't know the guy personally, but he's pushing me in like I owe him something. So there you have it. Which way we try to use our Alpha jump there, and it didn't work the first time. And then we go ahead and use it here, and quickly realize that slight delay is so rough when you use your Alpha and then you have to climb. It is absolutely atrocious. But Fortunately, later on, as you'll see, I'll learn if you use your alpha into your beta to push up, you do really good. Unfortunately, we do have a Bakugo absolutely just pushing me in here. There's nothing I could have done in this situation, and we go ahead and just get KO'd, and my team runs off and doesn't worry about getting me back. So here we are in game number 2. I don't think there was anything as Aizawa I could have done there, except for maybe try to escape with my cloth, but I was already facing him. That was a tough situation. I just got pushed in. I didn't realize he was still there, and I guess I should have been closer with my team, but I was trying to heal up. My team ran off. But I always blame myself. I don't play these things the smartest, and that's on me. So here we're just quickly grabbing some stuff. As you can see, I'm leveling up my beta ability first, as I think the beta ability is the strongest move. And we try to grab here and can't grab. As I said later on, I realized that if you use beta, and this is a while later on, I'm very confused by this. So it doesn't grab on the roof, and it should. Every time. Should. But it doesn't. Ever. You can grab on the little railing, but you can't grab on the roof. But when you get on the roof, you can then grab on the roof, I've learned. And that just missed, weirdly enough. I don't know if I'm just slightly out of range and this thing has a lot shorter of a range than I'm giving it, which very well could be the case. But I feel like I'm giving it plenty of range. Our third did end up leaving here. Unfortunately, we get pushed in by this Bakugo. I go ahead and push him back off the roof. Knowing he used both of his things to get over here. We do have this Deku here who I tried to hit with my L1 miss. Luckily, he pushed himself off the roof. Then we go ahead and push Bakugo back off the roof. We use my R2 there, and I realized, oh crap, now I got to climb. I can't finish climbing. I end up getting stuck in this jump grapple thing, and Deku goes ahead and pushes me in and finishes me off. So we are into game number 3. As you can see, game 1 and 2, fun times. Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, absolutely balanced characters in the game. Don't care what you say. Balanced as could be. I don't know how you could ask for more of a balanced character. So game 3 here, we're landing in the mountain zone. Luckily, it looks like nobody landed with us. Bakugo's going to grab that. We're going to get that. And then I go ahead and push this team in. I think it's a great time to push this team in. Push this team in absolutely by myself. Not even worried about my team. Getting stuck into a dinky trap here. That was just absolutely unfortunate. Like, I got completely stuck there. Luckily, somehow I ended up in a bush and everybody ignored me. I was able to get back up. So, misplayed, got lucky, got away with it. Ended up regrouping with my team here. And this time we stay with my team. Everything's going great. Squad eliminated. We're in the zone. We're in the next zone. I think I'm going to get on top of that. Apparently not. Apparently my quirk has a different mindset in its head that it just didn't want me to get on top of that. Whatever. Moving on. Then we get pushed here, and I go, okay, I'm going to use my quirk here. Stop this guy. No. He's still able to hit me through my quirk. Then there's a Bakugo behind me now who's using his Holitzer Blitz. So we'll go ahead. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I missed that completely. That one's on me. So then I push this. I'm like, all right, I'm going to grab down here. No, you're not, actually. So then we go into the bush here, thinking I might be safe. Nope. Turns out Todoroki, balanced character in the game, goes ahead and pushes me in. Here we are, game number 4. This is a really quick transition. I didn't realize I didn't do my landing spot. Have my quirk activated here. Doesn't go off for whatsoever. It's game 4, by the way. Doesn't go off for whatsoever. Fortunately, here we are able to go ahead and fight this Ochako. We do get a little very, blinders on, focused on this Ochako, which we shouldn't have done here. As you're going to see, it actually does not turn out very well for us, but we go ahead and focus really hard here. And I don't realize my team's so far away. I even kind of get a little ragey there at the end because I was wondering where my team was as I'm sitting here taking out this Ochako who's been pushing me, but then her team does come to her rescue. Ida absolutely comes in, wrecks my day, which I deserve 100%. I go ahead and get down, and that's the end of game number 4. It's my fault. I got a little blinders on. But should have been able to do a few things differently there, but my team's not there. That's on me. I blame myself 100% of the time on that one. All right, game 5. Here we are. This is probably the best game I had on him because this is the game where I really start realizing what Aizawa can do. And we may have better games on him later on. Hopefully when he gets unbugged. As of right now, he is bugged and just almost unplayable in my opinion at the moment. So we land at my favorite spot, the little water park. It's my favorite landing spot. And we'll go ahead and push into the rain zone, as I'm going to call it at the moment. And I realize that my team's getting pushed here. I go ahead and pop out my L1 thinking somebody's there, but they're not. Then I see this Aizawa here who does that. Somehow I missed with that R1. This R1 should have been gaining space. Now here I've goofed. He used R1. I think if I'd used L1 quicker there, I would have hit him. But luckily we get some hits here and we get a guard break in. I know that she just got one of her punches in there, so if I can just grab him once, I'd be good. But fortunately, I don't. But here's where I realize you can do that. That is game-changing as far as your movement with Aizawa at the moment, because they're not going to fix that. Unfortunately, I'm pushing here and I fall off the roof. I don't realize there's a hole there. So moving on to the next fight of this whole ordeal here is we end up actually getting 2 people down there. Not by me, but we do get 2 people down. I go ahead and cancel some people's quirks here. I'm actually hitting a good amount of people here, so I go ahead and keep that active. Ends up running out, unfortunately, but I do think it was able to keep a few people alive. I realized really quickly that our Bakugo is now actually getting pushed, so I go ahead and quickly run to him. He's getting pushed by a Shigaraki, very fun character, of course. Unfortunately here we missed with my binding cloth 2 times here. Completely missed. Just bad whiffs. Somehow my R1 doesn't connect on the last hit. I think it should have there, but it doesn't. We get stuck right here. I went to go use my L1, but unfortunately he's able to grab me. We are able to hit him with the R1 here, which is really nice. Using that beta ability, fantastic. And then I think we were able to connect one more time. Nope, actually he ends up doing that and then combos it into that move, which really puts me in a low position. Luckily our Bakugo now comes back to my help, so we're able to go ahead and quickly R1 or beta move our way out of there with a quick alpha move. So able to quickly do that. We go to heal. We quickly go to res our Mount Lady, but then our Mount Lady just leaves as I'm resing her. Fun ranked game, right? Alright, we are able to go and push his Aizawa. We get a few quick hits on him, push him back out. I think that was me who grappled him out. I'm not sure, though. We collide there with both of our beta moves. I go to R1 him, get him by pushing him, but unfortunately was able to dodge it. This Froakie is having a time of her life with our Bakugo. She's now just going to chase Bakugo absolutely down. And as you're going to see here, Bakugo does quickly go down here. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can go rescue him. I think the Froppy is actually by herself. I didn't realize she was with a team. Fortunately, as you're going to find out pretty quickly here, she is with a team. Froppy comes at me, takes out my shield, which is just unfortunate. And I'm like, okay, well, it's still just Froppy. Then I get my court canceled by Aizawa, and I'm like, okay, you're with the Aizawa I was taking on earlier. Not good whatsoever. Aizawa quickly gamma skills on me, and then I realized Todoroki's also with him. So now I'm like, oh, this is a 3v1. This is really, really bad. Let's go ahead and plus Ultra, see if we can just, get out of here. I quickly R1, not realizing which way I'm R1ing, so I completely whiffed on that. Luckily, our beta move came back up for that up ability. But it looks like they were watching me the whole time, because as I go to pop off a big hill here comes Aizawa, here comes Todoroki. They go ahead and do the 1-2 Shigeru and push me right off the edge of the map and take me down. So overall, my thoughts on Aizawa, I think he could be a ton of fun. If his Alpha Court gets unbugged, he'll be an absolute terror and a lot more fun to play as. But as of right now, he's got to be fixed. I give him solid B tier. He's fun. He needs his team to be good. But as of right now, he's a solid B tier character. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.